What's up, entrepreneurs? Welcome back to the Insane Entrepreneur. And for this video, I want to talk to you guys about being confident in the stocks that you purchase and why it's essential to know the ins and outs of the competition of that stock that you own, and also the financials, how management works, what their future strategy is, all that stuff that gives you the confidence to invest and stay in the market when things go crazy like they did today. Okay, so I was on StockTwits today, and I usually just jump on StockTwits real quick just to get the sentiment or like the feel of the markets and, you know, what people are saying about particular stocks. Sometimes I'll go on the S&P 500 and just pretty much look at the sentiment and see what people think of the markets and stuff. But of course, the internet and StockTwits being what it is, I jumped into this conversation and then it ended up being this whole negative thing, but it also got me thinking about a video idea. All right, so let me just read the conversation that happened like earlier today. So it started off like this. There was this guy who posted something, and it was, the entire market is down, has nothing to do with this stock. And the stock he was referring to, which was Activision, okay? Because I own about 50 shares or so of Activision, so I was just kind of curious to see how it was looking. And then someone else responded, and they were like, entire market was up, still has nothing to do with this stock. Laugh my ass off. Keep looking for excuses. Fundamentally a weak company. And the other guy responded, laugh my ass off. What are you, 12-year-old girl? It's the internet. I mean, StockTwits. I mean, you're gonna get comments like that. It's been down for a year. And then I jumped in there because I was, you know, maybe I was bored. I don't know. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did. Thought the idea is to buy low and sell high. Makes sense, right? If the stock's getting beat up, you agree with the company fundamentally, then you buy low at a low price. And then he goes on, remind me again why this is going to go high when they have basically done nothing special for over a year. And then I said, they're not going to roll over and die. Their IP alone justifies a higher price. And that's one of the things I strongly believe about Activision Blizzard. I think their IP, their intellectual property, is wicked valuable. If you just go onto like Wikipedia and look up Activision Blizzard, you can see all the video games that they are pumping out there. I mean, they have mad apps under King, have Call of Duty, and all the titles under Blizzard. So I like recently jumped into Activision Blizzard when they had that huge dip, and I think the stock essentially went from like what, $80 or something like that, and then it dropped all the way down to like 45, 46, and it's pretty much just been floating around 45, 46, 47 for like the past half a year or something like that. But anyway, the conversation continues. Their IP isn't growing, dude. That's the point. That's why it's down 50% from highs. Blizzard's entire lineup is in decline year over year. Then I responded, different opinions, man. Don't know what else to say. Shrug, IDK emoji. And then he was like, what are you talking about? Opinion? Dude, it's fact. They reported it in the SEC filing. Blizzard declined. And I said, your opinion is bearish. Mine is bullish. You're clearly not a happy person. I'm done here. And then he says, it's bearish based on facts, not opinion. What bullish facts are there? They show declining numbers. LOL. It's like, yeah, there we go. And then, of course, I had to make my last jab because, what? It was like, the stock was $45 a share, and then towards the end of the day, it was 48. That's a pretty significant jump. My personal opinion, I think it had a lot to do with Trump and the whole tariff thing and all that crazy stuff. People just freaking out. The overall market was down, like the initial comment said. Anyway, after that StockTwits fiasco, I was like, okay, this is why it's extremely important to feel confident in the stocks that you purchase. It's good to know the management and what they have envisioned for the future. It's good to listen to those earnings calls because then you get a real sense of what management is thinking. Also the financials. Intellectual property. It's good to know what they own as a company and what makes them valuable. And it's also good to look at the competition. It's good to look at what management thinks of the competition and how they're going to react based off of the competition. So because I'm aware of all that information and I'm wicked confident in the stock, I didn't freak out when it was $45 a share. Okay, I didn't freak out when it was like a big dip. I was just kind of like, I'm confident in this company, thus I'm gonna average down. And of course, you know, like I said, it went from 45 to 48, so the strategy is working. But anyway, that was one of my biggest hurdles to get over when I first started trading stocks, which was the fear of when there's a significant price drop. A lot of the times in the beginning, I just kind of bought shares and it was just like, oh, okay, this is a good looking price for this type of stock, and then I just bought it, right? And then when I had like a, 5% dip, 2% dip, I'd be like, oh my God, a trap. And then I didn't have any confidence in that company whatsoever. So like I keep saying in this video, just make sure you educate yourself on the stocks that you purchase and you have the confidence to average down or to hold it long term during these dips, because it's not a good strategy to freak out and then a day later or even a few hours later, you're just like, what did I do? Why did I sell all those shares? And then you end up buying them back. And so that's not a great strategy. Yeah, just be confident in the stocks you purchase. Peace.